I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness. Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing well on this Thursday evening. And it's good to see everybody, my amazing moderators, my boys, my crew, my people, my ride and die triple threat in the house. My mother Sparks, Hudson Valley, prepping and survival, my ride and die triple threat. Good to see everybody. Urban Garden Chronicles, Fed Up American, Magic, Mary. Good to see everybody. My mother Sparks, glad you dropped in. I know you doing the things. I know that's right, watching from work. So can I get a 5x5 just so that everybody can hear me? And while y'all do that, I'm going to have a sip of coffee because it's cold outside. Welcome to tonight, folks. I'm glad everybody's here. Before we get started and talk about our topic, let's hit it and go around the block. How's everybody's week been doing? Everybody have a good week? Annette Spain, I see you. Welcome. How's everybody's day? Everybody doing the things? Mad Shad, Prepper Book Club. Thank you. Yes, my man Mad Shad is my guy, is my dude. Got the goodies to get. Hey, Hudson Valley, I appreciate you. And likewise, I got your stuff together too. So email me a location and I will deliver that. And Prepper Book Club, good to see you. Glad you're here. Mad Shad is my dude for sure. And he is absolutely a phenomenal guy. And we're going, good evening, Constitutional Carpenter. Good to see you. Glad you joined us. 55 by 55. I must be coming in quadraphonic. Thank you, Fed Up American. For those of y'all that ain't that old, you wouldn't understand quadraphonic, but thank you, Fed Up American. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody being here. Urban Garden Chronicles, thank you. Triple Threat, or you're right, goodies are always good. And if they're coming from my man, Hudson Valley, it's going to be off the chain. And I appreciate you for sure. Okay, folks, tonight's topic, you can only change what you can control. And, I've been thinking about this over the last couple of weeks, actually the last month. Everything we're hearing about what's going on over across the pond, who is yelling at who and who's threatening who and who's going to drop what and dirty this and dirty that. At the end of the day, there's nothing we can do about it. So I'm not going to worry about it. My dad used to tell me when I thought I knew everything, he would always tell me, son, just keep living. and you'll learn the only things you can control are the things that you can change. He was absolutely right. Absolutely right. So here's something I found, and I want to read this quote. This quote is from Maya Angelou, and this says it all right here, folks. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. That right there says it all. And that made a lot of sense to me about me getting worried and upset and trying to figure out all this stuff. If I can't control it, I can't change it. My man, Mad Shad, and remind me, guys, because I need to show you something that my man, Mad Shad, dropped in my new toolbox, and I'll show that later. But things we can't control, we shouldn't even worry about it. Now, here's a couple of things that I want to talk about. The food shortage. Can we do something about that? Can we change that? Absolutely. That's why we prep. We prep and store food. We grow our own food. We go to alternative sources to buy our food. We don't have to pay those outrageous store prices. We can go to farmers markets. We can go directly to the butcher. We can do all of that stuff to change the food shortage. Everybody should be growing your own food anyway. With all the crap they're putting in it, we need to, because that's what's killing us. That's what's killing our kids, all of those things. Those are the things we have to change. Anything we can control, change. You know, I love Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival says he lives in New Yorkistan. I think that's how it is, or what he says. By the way, if you guys aren't following Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, you need to. Hudson Valley, do me a favor, type Vision, and it'll drop your link in. You guys need to follow him. Also, there's some amazing content creators in here. And here's my 30-second plug of the week. Mad Shad, I love the review you did of the VFAC I sent you. I laughed through the whole video because you did it Mad Shad style. I love it. Just type Vision, Mad Shad, and any other content creators in the chat, type in Vision, it'll drop your link. Folks, you gotta check out these people. But anyway, back to our topic at hand. Things that we cannot control, we can't change. And that's what keeps us out of what I would call panic, out of worrying, lowers your stress level. And with that, you know, that makes life a lot better, because we all know what happens when we start getting stressed out. When we get stressed out, we make mistakes. We get sick, physically sick, mentally sick. You could get into a depression. You know, that's why I stopped watching the news when the arm ticket started. I stopped watching the news because that's all they're going to inundate us with all day, every day, of the bad stuff. So with that, you know, we have to guard our minds and guard our hearts. So some things that we cannot change. We can't change what's going on in the world, a lot of the things going on in the world directly. But what we can change in any given situation, regardless if we can control the situation or not, We can control our attitude and our outlook upon it. That's why we prep. Right. You're right. Steady diet of gloom and doom. I don't need that. I want joy, peace, and happiness because life goes on. Absolutely. And with that, we can always change our attitude, whether we can control the situation or not. And just by changing your attitude will allow us to take a step back, pause, and understand what's going on in front of us. That's what we have to do. I can't stress out because the government won't let me go get this automatic 50 cal remote control, whatever. I can't control that. But what I can control is what I can get to protect me and my family and mine and go from there. Right. Like Mad Shad said, mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Hoorah. Exactly. Absolutely. Roman Prepper, good to see you. I appreciate you for what you did for me. I appreciate you for that. And with that, folks, we can always change our attitude. And there's other things we can change and control. First is our mindset. Okay? Be positive, be persistent, and be someone that other people look forward to seeing. How many of us know somebody that all they talk about is gloom and doom and the world is going to burn? Or as my man Hudson Valley says, we all gonna die. Well, guess what? Today, we are not going to die because I'm not dealing with your nonsense, the new doom and gloom that other people spread. And that's all they speak about. I'm not going to do it. So be that person that people like to see when you walk in a room. Instead of saying, oh, here he comes again, or here she comes again, talking gloom or doom, not that guy. So we can change our mindset. Okay. Here's a good trick. Try being the most enthusiastic person you know, just for a day. You'll notice yourself smiling more, and also you'll notice others smiling more. Be that guy. Be that loud. I've one person that comes to mind, and Hudson Valley can attest to this because he knows him personally, is the Livingston man. That dude is off the chain from what I can tell, 24 hours a day. He probably even talks to himself in his sleep because he's enthusiastic. No matter what he's talking about, he's enthusiastic about it. So be that person. Be that person that you can that can be controlled. Right. Like Yardbird says, things you can control, the ability to make changes on the fly. And that's what we do. We have to do that, folks. Because depending on the situation, especially if it's a life or death situation, if you don't have the ability to make changes on the spot, it could cost you your life or somebody else's. That's a very good comment. So change, look at your mindset. Try being that enthusiastic person for one day, whether you're not. A lot of my close friends and my mother Sparks and Triple Threat and Hudson Valley and some other people in my circle of folks and in my immediate crew here in Ohio, I always tell them I don't like people. Because I'm tired of people that consistently gloom and doom, they disappoint, and that's okay. I don't like people. And I'll tell them that. And my mother Sparks gets so mad at me when I say that, but she, because she knows me, she knows at my heart, I love everybody, which I do. I love everybody, and I want everybody to be okay. I see you, Naj. Welcome. Good to see you. Right. Like my mother Sparks said, don't sweat the small stuff. She called me a liar. See? She said, because I lied. Right. You can't tell me what to do. And she said, don't sweat the small stuff either. Right. She knows it. So our mindset is the first thing that we can change. The second thing we can change is our work ethic. Nobody has ever become an overnight success. Think about it. Nobody. And I'm gonna stick with the prepper community. I look at people like Angry Prepper, Hudson Valley, all the big channels and the medium channels. And I know they all didn't get there overnight. Jason has probably put in, I don't know, what did he say, Mike? 12 years, Hudson Valley, 12 years before he even became noticed or whatever. Even my mother Sparks, when I first met her, she wasn't at 1K. Triple threat, Roman Prepper. They'll all tell you it didn't happen overnight. And I keep saying I'm the new kid on the block because I just started my channel in April. Matter of fact, it was April 1st, my mother's birthday. So, there is no such thing as an overnight success. You got to put in the work, and we all know it. I could interview everybody on here and ask them, how long did it take you? Did it happen in a week, a month? No, they're all going to tell you it happened over time. When Hudson Valley started having the bug out weekend, I was like, man, that's really cool. And then, I asked him a simple question. How'd you do it? And we had a conversation and he told me some key things to do before I put it out there. And then the best thing he ever told me was he said, just do it. He said, I don't care if you even get 2 people show up. He said, do it. Just do it. And so, we're working on it and planning one for this coming May. So, it is what it is. I like this. Fuzz Fork, I was an overnight success. I was named the village. My man. Amazing. Totally amazing. I look at all these content creators. Mad Shad said, always growing, been years to grow and still growing. And we are. And here's my thing. One of my favorite lines are, I'm old for a reason. Okay. Which I'm not, but my mother Sparks will beg to differ. But you get old for a specific reason, and you get old and mature either 2 ways. You either mature through learning or you mature through pain. Take the pick. Good to see you, Donna. How are you? But we all have to have the work ethic. And once you begin to put in the work, you can control anything, your work ethic. The other thing that we can control is the way we treat other people. Oh, okay. Thanks, my mother Sparks. I appreciate you. Well, we dinosaurs have purpose, because if it wasn't for the dinosaurs laying the path, y'all would have nothing to follow. That's good. I may have to write that one down. But anyway, blew my whole train of thought, my mother Sparks. Thank you. How we treat people, we can control that always. How many times have you been in the grocery store and somebody's mad at you because you took the last case of pinto beans, you know, and you could easily say it. Well, you should have been here earlier. You could have got it. Now, depending on who the person was, I may split the case or say, well, how many cans do you need? And I'll give them some. I actually did that with a gentleman in Walmart um, over some freedom seeds because this was the last day they were selling freedom seeds in their store. And for some reason, they put their 12 gauge freedom seeds on sale. And they had 8 cases left. I put all 8 cases in my cart. As soon as I was putting the last case in there, this older gentleman walked up and he said, "Is that all they got?" I said, "Yeah, that's it." And he started talking about he came in to get some. And this was when Charlie 19 was going on. And we just stood there and talked. And he said, "Well, I got to protect myself because these people are out here getting crazy." And out of respect for him, I said, "You know what? I tell you what, how many cases do you need?" And he said, "I just need 3. I said, "I'll tell you what, I'll split this with you." And I gave him 4 cases of freedom seeds. And he was very gracious. We talked and went on about our business. And I was, that made me feel good because I helped him out. I didn't have to do that. I could have turned around and walked away and went on about my business, but that's not how I was raised, to treat other people. Black Guns and Gardens, good to see you, bruh. Welcome. So, that's one thing we can always control is how we treat other people. He's old enough, but Dad's not a prepper. He lets me do what I want, like stock food, water, etc. But they think you're paranoid. But you know what, Annette? You can be as paranoid as you want because when an SHTF event happens or there's a blackout, power outage, whatever, you're going to be the heroine. They're going to look at you like you knew what you was talking about all along. And how you respond to them is how you respond to them. You can look at them and smile, or you can go off on them and say, "Guess what? All this is for me. Y'all don't get none." But I know you wouldn't do that. So there you go. And so we have to control what we can. Things that we can't control, don't worry about. And I learned that a long time ago, and it's still hard for me because I'm that guy. I'm that guy that stands on the wall at night so that my friends and family can sleep peacefully. Tori's Brain Games, I see you, my brother. So, and I'm trying not to look at the chat because I get engaged what's going on and what's said in the chat and I get off topic. So y'all can forgive me for a minute. I'll jump into the chat here in a second. The other thing that we can control is our wellness by eating the right food, eat clean foods, know your diet. If you're on any type of medications, take your medications, look for alternative things you can do so that you can get off of those medications as well. And for me, it's hard because I eat everything. I eat anything. I eat it all. So eat the proper foods, folks, and everybody knows herself. So that's what we have to do. Also, get plenty of sleep. They say 7 hours. I can't even remember the last time I actually slept 7 hours. No, I take that back. This past Monday, I slept longer than 7 hours because I was sick. The weather changed. I got a cold. 24 hours, I'm back at it. So I slept for a day. I know what my body needs. So I had to sleep. We got to deal. We can change and control our wellness. Eat the right foods, plenty of sleep, drink water. We all know these things. Drink water. Be active every day if you can. Doesn't matter how old you are, get out and walk. Do something. At the very least, walk. Especially those of you that have homesteads or live out in the country and doing all the things that it takes to develop. If you live off the grid, you got things to do every day. Physical. Here's a great story I'm going to tell about my gentle giant, my son, football player, athlete, big guy, big kid, but loves his father, and just at times he just wants to be like he's 12 and he's not. So I was splitting wood today and stacking it and had the wheelbarrow and was out there stacking wood. He comes rolling up the driveway right as I'm finishing. So he missed all the hard work, which is okay. He just got done with practice. And so he gets out his Jeep and comes over, and I'm standing there just smiling at him, asking him about his day. He said, "Yeah, I'm good, Dad." I asked him, "You got homework?" He says, "Yeah." He comes up to me and he hugs me and he lays his head on my shoulder. And I'm like, "You okay?" He said, "Yeah, Dad." I said, "What's going on?" He said, "I'm hungry." So, and he's been doing that all his life. He'll walk up to you, he'll lay his head on you, he'll hug you, then he'll tell you he's hungry. So I asked him, I said, "Well, what do you want to eat?" He said, "I don't know," which I knew that would happen. Prepper Nerd, welcome. Good to see you. So I told him, I said, "We'll eat shortly. I need to stack this wood and finish that and put some stuff away in the barn. And I have a live tonight." I said, "Are you good until my live is over? Then I'll cook." He said, "Yeah, I'm good, Dad. Go right ahead. Do your thing." GT Jr. grows in Alaska. Good to see you, my brother. So I asked him one more time, what does he want to eat? He said, "We got any steak left from the other night?" I said, "No, I'd have to thaw some out and cook them." And he said, "Do we have any shrimp and grits?" I said, "Yeah, I can make that." He said, "That's what I want tonight, Dad. It's cold out. I want something good. So, like you made last time, we can have shrimp and grits." That's all he wanted. He wanted to come home and hang out and do his thing and eat because he's growing. He's huge. He's a big guy. Right. Yeah, I know my mother Sparks. I feel your pain. I've been doing that for a while, for a long while. So I don't feel your pain anymore. But anyway, that's my kid. And we all have kids and we got to keep active. When there's stuff that I know I can't lift or move, I have him do it. A couple of weeks ago, the battery died on the riding lawnmower. And I was like, I'm not pushing this thing all the way to the barn. So I did what teenagers do. My son was in the house, pulled out my phone, I texted him. I said, "I need you to come out here and push the tractor into the garage." 30 seconds later, he comes out. He's like, "All right, Dad, I got you." Pushed that thing in the garage by himself and says, "Is this good?" I said, "Yeah." Okay. So be active. Another thing, read. Take time to read. I don't care what it is you read, pick up a book, do something. Keep your mind active. We can control our mind as well. Excuse me. So that's another thing. Read books. Listen to podcasts, listen to music. Stay stimulated, stimulate your mind. Every moment of the day doesn't have to be about prepping. Did I say that? Yeah, I did say that. We don't have to live and breathe it, folks, every single day. We don't have to fit our life into prepping. Prepping fits into our life. Does that make sense? Good evening, Jet Mechanic, my man. Good to see you. Yeah. What? Who? What? When? Would you say, Prepper Nerd? Yeah. Someone say books. Exactly. Right. Prepper Book Club. Yeah. I said books. Read a book. Read a book. Absolutely. All right. So with that, folks, let me jump into the chat and say hello to some people that that I have not spoken to tonight. Yeah, that's right. My man, Steve Sessions. Now, this is my guy. Oh, by the way, Steve, I'm not sure if you're on your business account, but if you are, type in Vision and it'll drop your YouTube channel. If not, type in your website for me for your business. This is the guy right here who created my intro and outro. Steven Sessions, Creative Sessions, something like that. I don't know. I just messed it up. Anyway, this is my guy. He's in my personal group. He's in my mag. He's an amazing photographer and videographer. So y'all can blame him for my intro. And he did an amazing job. Appreciate you, bro. Who else is in the chat? Magic, Shad, Donna. Good to see everybody. I appreciate everybody being here. And Stephen knows I'm old for a reason. That's right. I tell him that all the time. So don't get nothing. Mrs. Ghetto, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Tell the mister I said hey. So with that, folks, a couple of things I want to talk about, then we'll get back on topic. Operation Pocketbook, October 30th at midnight. We are logging out of all social media to protest the suppression of free speech. We're going to hit all platforms in the mouth and flatten their algorithms by logging out of all social media midnight on October 30th for 24 hours. And that's one thing. That was started by Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. When he told me why, I jumped on board. And I'm with him. Armageddon Preparedness, good to see you. And my man Fuzzy Fork said he stopped by for the dancing girls. Well, I don't see no dancing girls, so somebody better get to dancing. So with that, Sonia, hello, welcome. Magic, good to see you. Right. They watching anyway. I don't care. Right. So we're going to log out of all social media and flatten the algorithms. And with that, we are preparing. We're working on doing a bug out weekend in the spring, May. More details are coming. I went and visited a location yesterday, and that's where I'm at. And soon as I get more details, I will definitely let everybody know. Right. You're absolutely right. Censorship sucks, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And, so with that, we need to let them know we don't appreciate it because that's against our First Amendment right. Oh, and by the way, thank you, Buzz Fork. Hit the like button, up, down, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Welcome. Okay, back to topic. Focus on what you can control and change. Don't focus on what you can't change. Turn off the news, especially now, because it only make you bring you down, make you feel down. Oh, okay, Yardbirds, thank you. They're in the back, shaving their legs. Okay, all right, so they're getting ready. Armageddon Preparedness. Nope, I don't see none either. So we'll have to see what they're gonna do. But folks, The things you can control, those are the things we need to focus on. And here's some things we can control also: food, water, shelter, protection, security, your house, what goes on in your house, what goes on around your house, your family. And that's exactly Dancing Queen. Is that you, my mother Sparks? Those are the things we can control. Prepper Nerd, I need to get with you about what we had discussed briefly. So let me know. I know you're busy, but I still want to do that if possible. So things we can control, that should be our focus. There should be blinders on to weed out what we can't control. I really don't care what's going on the other side of the planet, but I'm aware of it. But I'm not going to let that stuff keep me up at night. That's why I told a couple of preppers I was talking with, I'm not prepping for nuclear. I'm not going to do it. If there's fallout or whatever, okay, now I can prep. I'll seal up my windows, vents, everybody's in, and we will either all going to die here together or we're going to survive it. And you're absolutely right, Jack Mechanic. News just lies anyway. Correct. The best news is no news. So with that, I'm aware of what's going on in the world and all these other threats and concerns that the news and the media just keep slamming down our throat. But I'm not going to let that rule me and take control of the way I think and do in my day-to-day's functions. No, not going to happen. Nope. Sorry, my mother Sparks, not dancing. No way. Nope, I'm not the one. So, triple threat gonna join you, huh? Okay, yeah, okay, that I want to see. I'm gonna hold y'all to that in May. The dancing preppers. Can you die dancing? I don't know. Can you? Depends. Depends on how good or how bad you are. But yeah, you can die dancing, sure. Right. Armageddon Preparedness said it best. Yeah. In a nuke scenario, we can only do what we can do. I'm not going out to buy a mirror suit and gas masks and all that stuff for everybody in my family. I'm not spending that kind of money. I'd rather take that money and put it into food, water, canned goods, security, freedom seeds, boomsticks, storing gasoline for the bug out vehicle. Those are the things we can do. Right. Titanic scenario. Right. Mad Shad says he'll go CDC and CBRIF on it. Right. Decon stations, funny suits, gas masks. Right. I get it. If that's what you're going to do, that's fine. I got not a problem with it. But here's what I'm going with. If it comes down to me and mine, and y'all know, y'all have heard me say it many times, to protect me and mine, I am blowing up the block, literally. Right. And that's what you're right, Hudson Valley. We all gonna die. Right. Sooner or later, we all gonna die. If there's a nuke and they just like nuke the whole country, we all gonna die. And at that point of the game, I'm going to make peace with the God I serve and kiss my family. And I'm going to die on my feet because I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. And we just going to go out that way. But, those are the things we got to do. Right. Okay. As Mad Shad says, that hey, the best way to deal with nuclear is run away very fast. There you go. Yeah. Until then, we're going to have fun. Yeah. We're going to do our thing. We're going to live life. We're going to enjoy our friends and family and laugh. That's why I enjoy Wednesday nights after I get out of Bible study. I can catch Hudson Valley Preparedness and Survival for We All Gonna Die Wednesday, because that is absolutely just entertaining. I like it. I enjoy that. I enjoy that series, and I'm so glad you started that, Hudson. And it is what it is. Yeah. So, we can only focus and try this, folks, because I have family members that live and breathe the news every day, to the point I don't even like talking to them because I know what they're going to start talking about. My mother Sparks, guys, in all seriousness, you have to laugh to get through the chaos. Right. It's the only way we will stay sane, is to look insane. Enjoy life. Stress kills. Don't let it. You're absolutely right, my mother Sparks. Absolutely right. Yeah. Uh-oh. There's your new series, Hudson Valley, right here. There it is. We all gonna die dancing. There it is. Right. Armageddon preparedness. I'm with you. Hopefully I'm inside, or we'll see George H. Bush's millions points of light. Exactly. Exactly. There's your new series, Hudson Valley. We all gonna die dancing. There you go. Have your panel of female preppers and let them dance. There you go. But in all seriousness, folks, we can only focus on what we can control. If we can't control it, it's either going to kill us or it's going to stress us out to no end. GT, I see you. You're right. Yeah. But, Prepper Book Club, I'm going to start my own tangent on that. Game over, man. Game over. Right. Exactly. I know you do, Hudson Valley. He's got a new series in the works. I heard you talk about it. I'm just trying to give you some ideas, man. I'm trying to make you that overnight success versus us putting in the work to get it done. But we all know anything that is accomplished quickly is not always the right way to do it. Right. So with that, what time is it? I need a time check. 9:15. All right, we cruising right along. Cruising right along. Cruising. Some other things we cannot change or control is other people. Can't do it. My mother Sparks. See, if y'all want to see Vision dance, hit the thumbs up. She says that because when I first met her, while I started my channel and her channel was already doing it, I'm not dancing, y'all. Sorry, Hudson Valley and Mad Shad, not dancing. We were on the same accord. I never started my channel to make money. I never started my channel to get monetized. And my mother Sparks says it best. She started her channel because she wanted a community tab to share stuff out with. And same for me. And all I want to do is help people. If I can come up with something that will help somebody, that's I've accomplished my goal. And triple threats always teasing me, and I'm like, nah, darling, you one of the big dogs. I'm just a pup, new on these YT streets, trying to learn. Nah says, yep, He's finally is coming over, but my kids think I'm crazy, but they're teens, so no worries. Yeah, my kids, my son looks at me sometimes and he's like, why are you doing that, Dad? Then I explain to him and he's like, oh, then he's right back in the phone. So at least he heard me. Yeah. But, we cannot change or control other people. My grandfather used to tell me, son, you can't tell grown folks what to do. I had no clue what he was talking about. But as I grew older and got older, I understood. He said, you can't change people or control other people. You cannot force someone to see you the way you think they would like them to see you. Can't make them see you that way. My whole thing is love me or leave me the hell alone. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. What happened here? Okay, Diane Mobley, good to see you. How you doing? Welcome. Come on in. According to the guys, the dancing girls are in the back shaving their legs. Right. As Stephen said, kids do what you do, not what you say. Yep, keep prepping. Exactly. Kids do what you do. The other day, my son was looking for something to eat. So the pantry upstairs is packed. I said, what are you looking for? And he said something. I said, well, you got to go downstairs to get him. He said, oh, into the other spot. I said, yeah. And he went down there and got him. He knew what he was looking for and what he wanted. Yeah. Hudson Valley. Nah, I'm no different than anyone else. Right. We're not. We got put into work. We're ordinary people. Yeah. Kids will do what you do, not what you say. We talk blue in the face, and we all know that, especially those of us that have kids. Ignoring you. Oh no, I'm never ignoring you. Come on. Give the people what they want. I know. I see the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Mad shout outs to everybody with the thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm not dancing. And I'm not ignoring you, my mother Sparks. I'm trying to stay out the chat now because it'll do nothing but get me in trouble. Because I know people like Mad Shad in Hudson Valley. And then next thing you know, they'll all be chiming in, and Triple Threat will do something. And then Donna will do something. And then y'all going to try to get me to dance. And that's not going to happen because I don't dance. And I'll leave it at that. So you can't control other people's thoughts or actions also. So if somebody doesn't like you, why? Okay, they don't even know you. Why don't you like me? You don't know me. You know what we call those types of people? They're haters. And what do haters do? Haters hate. So let them do what they do. You're aware of their behavior and who they are, and they've shown you. So why are you surprised when they're throwing hate? Because that's what they do. Yeah. Right. Homie don't play that. That's right. Right. Baby shark. No, not going to happen. Yeah. So I'm with you, Hudson. See, that's how I am. You know, I don't dance, I boogie. So, I'm going to do what I do. I'm old for a reason, okay? I don't just jump at the latest whim or the latest fad. No, I'm old. And if I'm going to dance, it's going to be appropriately and at a proximity appropriate time. So there you go. My mother Sparks, quit antagonizing me, or I have to put you in timeout. Love that woman to death. She knows that's my girl. That's all right, Mad Chad. It's all good. What was that? He's gangster. See, we're going off the rails. Gangsters don't dance, man. Groove. I groove. You right, Mad Chad. Right. I don't Gangsters don't dance. We groove. We do what we do. Prep up some KC and the Sunshine Band. Y'all are off the chain tonight, but I appreciate y'all. But as I was saying, we cannot control other people's thoughts or actions. Or can we? If a person is mad at you or a situation and they're taking the anger out on you, can you control their outcome or their actions based on your response? I say yes. Yeah. GT don't want him to dance. That's right. Thank you. I ain't dancing. I'm too old to dance. Donna Summers. Right. Walk away. Exactly. We can walk away. You can control other people by your actions or thoughts sometimes based on the severity of their anger. Or how many times have you talked to somebody, about prepping and they don't want to hear you? And then one day you pick up the phone, you're like, hey, I heard they got water on sale. I'm going to go get about 4 cases. Can I pick you up a case? And they say, yeah, sure. And then you go to drop it off to them. And that may open the door to get them to listen a little more about prepping and what's going on. Wolfang, good to see you. Welcome. Hello, Southern Ohio. Good to see you, my friend. So those are the things we can control. It really doesn't matter how others see you. It only matters how you see yourself. That's it. That's all that really matters is how you see yourself. And y'all still talking about dancing. Y'all killing me. But as Stephen says, it's best to walk away. Your next action may land you in a cell. That's right. Because as I tell Triple Threat all the time, I can go from 0 to death row real quick. So I have to navigate and weigh the fact that I have responsibilities and people that are counting on me. And that always shapes my reactions or actions in a specific situation. Right. Can't do it. Can't do it. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Diane says it best. All we can do is lead by example. That's right. That's why I prep for half of my family, because I know they're not going to do it and they're going to end up at my house anyway. And I'm not going to tell them no. So I've already controlled that situation and stopped talking to them about prepping, although I keep talking. But in the meantime, I'm still stacking to the rafters. Right. Right. We can do a lot of good. That's right. Exactly. Prepper Book Club. You're absolutely right. Appreciate you, Hudson Valley. Shoot me an email, man, with an address so I can get that stuff in the mail to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Right. Hope is not a plan. You hear that, folks? Stay safe, Hudson Valley, prepping and survival. Remember, hope is not a plan. Hope is not a plan. So you got a plan. Right. That's a good thing. We have to. Stay focused on what you can control, folks. That's it. Don't worry about things you can't control. And I have to remind myself about that on a daily basis, because there's so many things that I want to do. And what does it matter if I do? I can't control it. I can't change it. So I'm spinning my wheels, wasting energy, time and resources that I could put towards something else. And that is the truth. What time is it? 9:26, 27. We got 3 minutes. So with that, yeah, you got that right, Armageddon. Don't hope for FEMA. Could care less about them. And as my mother Spark says, and dance like the world isn't watching. Correct. Have fun. Enjoy life. Right. Stephen, Prepper Planning Guide, who's written the book. There is a guy. I don't know who wrote the book. Couldn't tell you, but I've got books, plenty of them. Appreciate you, Jet Mechanic. Any other watching have channels I can join? Please link your channel. For the content creators in the room, Triple Threat, My Mother Sparks, Mad Shad, GT Junior. If you're still in the chat, type in Vision. Drop y'all's links, folks. Time to share. Mad Shad, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right there. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I can not change and to change the things I can, in the wisdom to know the difference. Bingo. That right there is the golden rule, folks. Right there. Right there. All the content creators. There you go, Jet Mechanic. Everybody's dropping their links. Go join them. Please, folks. Because I definitely am not a person that knows everything, but collectively, all of the prepper content and everything, we can do it together. That's it. Plain and simple. 9:29. Look at that. Y'all just doing the things. And I appreciate each and every one of you for taking time to listen to me tonight. I truly do, because without everybody in the chat, without all the subscribers, I would be nothing. And I'm still nothing, but you guys keep me going, keep me putting out content, keep asking questions. It's amazing. I made some amazing friends here. Naj. The wisdom to hide the bodies of those people who pissed me off. You got that right. Shovel, backhoe, quickcrete works very well. Very well. Right. Right. Oh, you're fine, GT. I get it. I appreciate you being here, bro. You're okay. So, some more housekeeping items and things that's going on here at Vision Preparedness, other than working on the bug out weekend. We are going to do a meet and greet, hopefully this month. Today's the 27th. Nah, that's not going to happen. Probably next month before Thanksgiving is over. Here's a teaser, and don't tell nobody this, y'all. When our channel hits 1,000 subscribers, we're going to have a massive, massive party. Okay. And we're going to be giving away stuff, lots of stuff. So be prepared to have some fun and win some stuff. Shh, shh, don't tell nobody that though. Okay. One of the other things that I'm getting ready to drop a video on, and I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek, is this right here. This right here. I like this. I've had this for a while. I actually have two. And I'm going to show y'all what this is. And it ain't for the faint at heart. So with that, folks, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Operation Pocketbook. Thank you, Donna. Operation Pocketbook, folks. October 30th at midnight for 24 hours. Log out of all your social media. As Aaron James says, "Oh, I want one of those." Very cool. Keep an eye out. The video is coming of what that is. Mad Shad, that's a bigger one. I'll say this, Mad, it's not what you think it is, and I'll leave it at that. Who you calling, my mother, Sparks? You're at work. Right, it's got a plus sign on it, so it must be a math bag. That's good, Armageddon preparedness. I love it. I love it. I love it. Folks, y'all are good. I appreciate all of y'all. And y'all make me just want to stay and hang out with y'all and run my mouth. But I'm not going to do that because my mother Sparks always tries to tell me, be a man of your word. Prepper Now, please email me. I so want to do that. And all I can say to you is thank you for doing what you do, Prepper Nerd. I appreciate you. Thank you so much because you helped me. And if I know you helped me, you've helped a whole lot of other people. I appreciate you. So with that, folks, everybody have an amazing evening. Keep prepping because your family depends on you and it depends on your life. God bless everybody. Have an amazing evening and have a great and wonderful Friday. Stay safe, everybody. This is Vision Preparedness. I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness.